Okay. Oh no. Okay, there you go. I didn't prepare for this video, but I have my breakfast here. Today is a study day, and I have access to a car until Sunday, which is a nice change of pace. But what's it called? Yeah, I was 166.8 this morning, which is strange considering I ate literally brownies for dinner last night. But they're all gone now, so they can't hurt me anymore. But what else? Yeah, so I want to be at the gym or leave for the gym by 4 today because I do have to be up early tomorrow. But what's it called? Yeah, so I want to eat this breakfast. I want to go upstairs. I want to do yesterday's quiz, and then I want to do the practice exam that we have to do. It's basically just practice problems for the exam. But I need to do all that, and then I'll be able to go to the gym. But that gives me 4 hours, since it's not even 3 hours, since it's 12:30 right now. But so that means I'm gonna eat this breakfast with the oatmeal, which I'll put a picture of right now. And yeah, so I think that's it for now. I'll just talk about whatever else I want to talk about when I'm doing something else later. But today I want to stretch, go to the gym, do cardio, hit the macros. I want to read, I want to study, and by study I mean finish those 2 assignments and maybe some more when I come back. But what else? Read, study, all that, and then probably be asleep on time today because I have a car, so there's no excuse really. But yeah, so enough yapping. Here's the macros for this meal. And here's my 4 eggs, 84 grams of egg whites, my turkey, bacon, cheese. This yogurt bowl actually looks ridiculous. Bro, this cereal is actually so good. It's so underrated. And it's more fruit, even though it's dried fruit. But peanut butter. So yeah. Anyways, I will see y'all when I am doing whatever I'm doing next for day 79. Goodbye. Okay, hello. It's currently 12. Honestly, it's probably near 1 right now. But let me kind of quickly summarize what happened. So after I ended the last video, I was doing my quiz for an hour, not even 2 hours, probably more than that. So I didn't leave to the gym until 7, which is when I usually leave. But yeah, so cause after I did my quiz, then I had to do the practice actual review quiz. And yeah, so basically I did all that. I got an 80 on it, and I'm just gonna take that because I'm not that was 1 attempt and it took forever. So I'm just gonna take the 80 that I got, and then I studied a little more when I came back from the gym. I did everything at the gym. Today was push. It was a good push day. I did my cardio, I stretched, all that jazz. But what else? I haven't read yet, so I have to read after this. But I have a very different dinner today because I had a ton of calories left over, and I'm kind of just finishing what I have in the fridge. So I had this bacon, and I obviously use turkey bacon in the mornings, but I just basically made a BLT without the T, so a BLC because there's cheese on it. But it's just bacon, lettuce, and cheese in a sandwich. I was gonna do ham, but there's so much sodium in the packaged ham, it's actually crazy. And then I made a yogurt bowl to go on the side, but my paycheck hit. It was not that much, but definitely something compared to the weeks that I worked only 1 day. So tomorrow I have to go to HEB, and I didn't make my meal for tomorrow because after class I can just come home and make my meal myself because I have my sister's car. But I think that's enough yapping because I kind of do want to finish up here and be asleep as soon as possible. But yeah, here's the macros for my dinner, my last meal. And here is my sandwich, which is honestly pretty chopped, but it's probably gonna be delicious. And then my yogurt bowl, which looks insane, and then my peanut butter. But that's it for now. So I will see y'all when I am talking about what I read. Goodbye. Alright guys, actually hold on. Okay, I've done my reading. I read Deuteronomy chapter 13 and 14, and Deuteronomy 13 is titled Penalties for Enticing to Idolatry. Basically it says, if anyone among the Israelites comes up as a prophet or a dreamer, and they promise to do like signs or wonders and say, let us go worship other gods and serve them, the Lord basically says, do not listen to the words of these prophets or dreamers, for the Lord your God is testing you to know whether you really love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul. And he basically says that if someone does this, you shall fear the Lord and obviously reject them and kill them, put them to death. That you should be like the first to basically to purge them to purge the evil from your midst. And then it says, if your brother, your father's child, or your mother's child, anyone in your family basically, or an intimate friend entices you saying, come, let us serve other gods whom you and your ancestors have not known, any of the gods of the surrounding people near to you or far away from one end of the earth to the other, do not yield or listen to any such person. Show no pity or compassion, and do not shield such a one, so don't protect them, but kill that person. Your hand shall be the first raised to put such a one to death. The hand of all the people shall follow. You shall stone that person to death for seeking to lead you astray from the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And all of Israel shall hear of it, fear it, and never again do such evil things in your midst. And then it says, basically, if you hear that there's someone in a city that is like spreading, basically saying, come, let us serve other gods to people, it says you must inquire carefully into the matter and investigate it thoroughly. If you find that it is true and an established fact that this abomination has been committed in your midst, you shall put the inhabitants of that city to the sword, placing the city and all that is in it, even its livestock, under the ban. Having heaped up all its spoils in the middle of its square, you shall burn the city with all its spoils as a whole burnt offering to the Lord your God. Let it be a heap of ruins forever, never to be rebuilt. You shall not hold on to anything that is under the ban. Then the Lord will turn from his burning anger and show you mercy, and in showing you mercy multiply you as he swore to your ancestors, because you have listened to the voice of the Lord your God, keeping all his commandments which I give you today, doing what is right in the sight of the Lord your God. So basically, they're not letting any idolatry slide, okay? And then chapter 14 is improper. It starts off as improper mourning rites. And it's just 2 lines, and it says, you are children of the Lord your God, you shall not gash yourselves, nor shave the hair above your foreheads for the dead, for you are a people holy to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you from all the peoples on the face of the earth to be a people especially his own. And then the next part is clean and unclean animals, which I don't think is really too important, and it basically just depicts or describes which animals are okay to eat and which ones aren't okay to eat, which birds are okay to eat, which birds are not okay to eat, and then the sea creatures that are okay to eat and the sea creatures that are not okay to eat, and then the insects that are okay to eat and the insects that are not okay to eat. And then it says tithes. I forget what tithes are. Tithes are... Okay, so tithing is a practice of giving a tenth of one's income or resource to God, typically through a local church. So basically it says, each year you shall tithe all of the produce of your seed that grows in your field. Then in the place which the Lord your God chooses as the dwelling place of his name, you shall eat in his presence the tithe of your grain, wine and oil, as well as the firstlings of your herd and flock, that you may learn always to fear the Lord your God. And then it says, but if, when the Lord your God blesses you, the journey is too much for you, and you are not able to bring your tithe, because the place which the Lord your God chooses to put his name is too far from you, you may exchange the tithe for money, and with the money securely in hand, go to the place which the Lord your God chooses. You may then exchange the money for whatever you desire, oxen or sheep, wine or beer, or anything else you want. And there in the presence of the Lord your God you shall consume it and rejoice, you and your household together. But do not neglect the Levite within your gates, for he has no hereditary portion with you. At the end of every 3rd year you shall bring out all the tithes of your produce for that year and deposit them within your own communities, that the Levite who has no hereditary portion with you, and also the resident alien, the orphan, and the widow within your gates may come and eat and be satisfied, so that the Lord your God may bless you in all that you undertake. So I think it's kind of nice that the Levites, the orphan and the widow are all included in like the enjoyment of the tithe, since they have no family. And so the Lord doesn't leave them out of the celebration of tithing. But those are the 2 chapters that I read today. It's 1:48, so I need to get my booty in the shower and then in bed, and I have to wake up at 7:20. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be really tired tomorrow. But I think after biology, I'm just gonna come home and probably take a nap, if I'm being honest. But I don't know what that was. Pause on that. But yeah, that's it for today. So here's the macros for the day. And what else? That's it. So if you're watching this, I thank you very much. And I will I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 80, I believe. Yeah, day 80. So like if you want, comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.